Hello everyone, thank you for joining me for today's plan with me. This week I'm using a kit called Pumpkins from Sadie Stickers. Apologies that my video didn't go out as usual on Friday. I have been so fluey and gross and just really horribly unwell the last kind of week and a half, and I really did not want to subject anyone to having to listen to a really disgusting me. So apologies. I'm really aware when I fall behind and it sort of sits over me as like I like getting a video up a week, and particularly for this year, one of my kind of goals that I'm looking forward to achieving is having uploaded 52 weeks worth of plan with me's, essentially to cover every week of the year. So even if it's gone up late, it's still there. I've still posted this plan with me, but yeah, I don't know, I just really like kind of adhering to that schedule. So I'm aware that the last few months I haven't necessarily been able to be quite so rigid with it, with everything else that's been going on. But anyway, apologies for the delay. I think I'm probably going to be recording the next two voiceovers, one straight after the other. So in theory, it should be up as normal on Friday, but we'll see. I considered combining them and doing a double plan with me, like Lauren used to post double plan with me when she got behind. But I feel like my phone will have an absolute meltdown if I try and combine two sort of large files like that in one. So I'm not even going to try. So it's fine. Two separate videos, it is. And I am going to submit them separately on two separate days. So anyway, into the actual spread. So this week I used, in the date cover section, I just wanted it to be as simple as possible, and I wanted to kind of move away from what I would usually do with these kits, which is use the date covers, the date covers that come with the kit. I thought it was a really good opportunity to really foil it up. I used the long date cover strips from Panda Bird Designs. It's all one big sticker, it's all foil. I have run out of all my golds of these, so I'm glad this was a rose gold kit. And they come with the script on, everything. I think they're absolutely fantastic, and she does still make these. Jess still has them in her shop. I don't know if they're this theme or this leafy pattern, but this to me looked pretty autumnal, particularly in the rose gold, so I thought I would go for that, and I'm really happy with how that came out, because it's quite a bold colour kit. Like, the colours are quite saturated, so it just kind of broke it up a little bit and wasn't super heavy on the colour. And then I thought this was so cute in the date cover section. I used a Panda Bird Design sticker from her sampler, and I used one of the circles from the kit behind that, just to give it a little bit of colour, and then I put a November sticker on top of that, and I think that came out really cute. Everything in the sidebar is in the kit, apart from, I think I use them every single spread at the moment, the Miss and Meow Dainted Dot Dividers. You can get extremely similar stickers from the Pretty Pink Co, and I believe from Sadie Stickers as well, and I'm sure other shops offer them as well, but the Miss and Meow ones I've stocked up on like reams and reams of them when she did her last chance sale, because I've always loved hers. They've always been my preference. So I have used those in the sidebar, but everything else is from the kit. I just did a very basic kind of old school, I guess, in inverted commas, sidebar with the habit trackers. Sorry if you can hear my husband or any kind of muttering at all in the background. He's on a work call at the moment in the room next to me, and it might pull through a little bit of kind of the murmuring. I don't know how to describe that. I don't think you'd actually hear what he's saying. So that is everything for the base of the spread. And then what I did this week is someone gifted me these Panda Bird Design half scallop stickers. You'll see them on Monday and what other day did I use them on? Thursday and Sunday. And they just have all these pretty foil little roses and hearts on, but I never think to use them. And I thought, well, most kits don't have these kind of older style Sadie stickers, half scallop circle things. Most kits don't have those these days, so I just thought it's a good opportunity to, again, add a little bit of extra foil. This is the sticker I'm talking about. Add a little bit of extra foil behind the sticker, just to kind of, especially where I didn't have a ton of florals to use, I just thought it would kind of make it a little bit more interesting, because I had to be a bit more cautious with my use of florals for this spread. So I did use those. What I'm marking there is just that I had the day off. I'm working at the moment to try and compress my hours and take every Monday off, and I think that is really helping manage my symptoms, because if we do have any plans on the weekend, I can just rest and recover on a Monday, and not feel like I'm kind of sluggish and trying to get back into the grind of work. So that's been working really well. I marked that with a Starbucks cup. I think that was a sampler that was on a sample sheet from White Desk Stationery. Then I used a panda bird design sticker. This is one of the ones that I wish she still had in her shop. This is just part of the original Gathered Layers collection, and I just marked filming a plan with me with that, and a camera from White Desk Stationery. I need to stock up on those cameras because I'm officially out of my most of my Crafts by Towie ones. And I used a little, I think these bows were from a sample sheet from Sadie Stickers. It was one of Lauren's sample sheets, and I think that's why I didn't use many in the second half of the spread, is because I'd used all of the ones up from the sample sheet, so that was a bit of a shame. I marked Walking Wendy with a Crafts by Towie lead, and then I used another panda bird design sticker from what feels like forever ago. I mean, this release must have been like 4 years ago, but it's just one of her Gathered Layers. It's like a double doily. I don't even know what you call these. Half scallops is what I seem to be referring to them as. But this is kind of the lace version. They come with a few different styles on the sheet. And I just used that to mark that we went shopping. We bought some jumpers for my husband, and I needed a couple of new bras. So we just, went and kind of had an afternoon picking up some essentials, let's call them. Then on Tuesday I marked work with a laptop sticker from Crafts by Towie. I used one of my Pretty Pink Co. MIDI box stickers. I really wish they would bring those back to the shop. I don't know why they took them out. It's such a simple, basic thing that isn't seasonal, that I use all of the time, and I really selfishly wish those were still available in the shop. Then I used an old Miss and Meow pair of slippers to mark having a nap. I ordered some shoes on Vinted. I ended up actually, these are going to be a Christmas present, but they were so cute and they were so cheap. Just some like really small heel sandals for a holiday that were going on in January. I just thought they'd be really handy, and they were super cute, so I went ahead and ordered those. I just wanted to mark ordering those because I don't have a ton of stuff going on at the moment. I'm too exhausted and I've been too unwell, so nothing super exciting going on. Then I just marked resting with a candle from, again, that's an old sample from Miss and Meow from years gone by. And then I used a JK Creates Co. lead sticker to mark Walking Wendy. I think this is the first one that I used. I was so excited. Her stickers are definitely if you're seeing stickers that people are using from Crafts by Towie, obviously you can't get hold of them anymore, highly recommend checking out JK Creates Co, because now that they've arrived, they're a very similar size. The style is very similar. Obviously, Crafts by Towie in my eyes was absolutely exceptional in terms of quality and style of sticker, but I was really impressed. I really like them, and I will definitely be placing more orders in the future. I think she's taking a break at the moment, but hopefully she'll reopen soon. JK Creates Co, I mean. But I do recommend, if you're looking for foiled icons, now that I've actually seen them and held them and used them, I can recommend them. So then on Wednesday I marked work with another little sample sticker from White Desk Stationery. This was I think a pumpkin spice latte, and then I watched the Father of the Bride films in the evening. I had a bubble bath. I just marked both of those with White Desk Stationery icons, and then we watched, I think that was the last episode of the Alan Partridge series that came out recently, and that TV is also from JK Creates Co. At the bottom, that's really cute. I'm going to have to order a bunch of those, I think, because those are the perfect size for how I like to plan. TV shows and things. So like I say again, I used that half scallop thing. It's slightly damaged, but it just didn't matter to me that a bit of the foil was missing from that sticker, so I went for it and marked work again with another old Miss and Meow sticker. Sorry, so quite a lot of these aren't available anymore, but I'm keeping everything crossed. Regina's most recent sampler, the freebie, sorry, not sampler, the freebie that came with my recent order was of a bunch of foil icons, so I'm really hoping that she is down the line going to release some icons of her own, but we will just have to wait and see. She's not kind of alluded to that at all, so I'm just keeping everything crossed that is something she's considering doing. I marked going for a walk with some gloves because it is freezing at the moment. I think today actually some of the UK has snow, so that shows how cold it is. So I thought it's about time I can start using those cute little mittens to mark dog walks. I used an old My Newest Addiction sticker to mark that a friend came over, and then another My Newest Addiction, this little crock pot slow cooker sticker to mark that we watched Weapons and we had pulled chicken burgers, and it was absolutely delicious. Apologies, I just had to pause there. I noticed that I hadn't edited a bit out of the video where I was just writing everything in the boxes from the day before. Where had I got to? And then I just used a little bit of one of those Panda Bird Design half scallop stickers at the bottom just to kind of fill up that little bit of extra space that was left over. On Friday, another Panda Bird Design Gathered Layers collection sticker that I used for work, and I used, I don't know where that pumpkin, that like ghost sticker was from. Maybe that's an old Rose and Tea Shop sticker that looks like their kind of artwork, but anyway, I had it in my sticker book, so I used that. Marked Walking Wendy with a little Crafts by Towie circle. Any of these scallop squares and circles that you're seeing me use are all Crafts by Towie. The foil ones are all Crafts by Towie, and I've run out now of quite a lot of them. I think I ran out of a sheet in one of these spreads, I think, actually, which was really, really sad. Yeah, so if you're seeing any of those, that's where they're from. And then I just marked having a YouTube binge, again, White Dish Stationery sticker, and watched some Resident Alien with another White Dish Stationery sticker. Saturday, we had a dog meet up in the morning. Those rain boots are from White Dish Stationery. I marked a dance lesson with one of those cute little dance stickers from Crafts by Towie, and again, I used that half scallop sticker from Panda Bird Design. I marked that the shoes arrived that I'd ordered on the Tuesday. They arrived so fast. And then it was fireworks all weekend. So we did have to manage that. So I just marked Fireworks Nightmare because it was an absolute disaster with Wendy having an absolute meltdown. And then on Sunday, again, one of those Panda Bird Design Gathered Layers stickers that I used to mark having a lie-in. I just used a White Dish Stationery dressing gown icon. I don't know what they're called in her shop, but it's a little dressing gown icon. And then I just had a chill morning, watched It's Complicated and The Devil Wears Prada, and that's again a Crafts by Towie popcorn bucket that I've used to mark that. And then we went and did some posh repainting. In the afternoon, we just made some cute little Christmas presents for some family members. I used what are they called? It's not an easel. The like paint dabber thing. Again, that was from a sample sheet from White Dish Stationery. And then I just marked a family call in the evening with another White Dish Stationery sticker. So, oh, sorry, you can probably hear Wendy's. That's just in time, right at the end of the Plan With Me to hear Squeaker toy going absolutely crazy. But that's how the spread looks all together. I hope you enjoyed this Plan With Me, and I will see you in the next one.